Right on cue, the Atlantic is becoming active across the Bahamas. It's been a drenched day as well. We've seen quite a bit of rainfall there. But at this time of the year, we tend to watch this red box, which is basically the main development region spreading out to the coast of Africa. And this shaded area here, just south of the Cape Verde Islands, we tend to watch this shaded area for any sort of a development. It seems as though right on the cue, late August, there's an area of low pressure. It's disorganized right now, but there's some signs of a development as it goes through the next few days. So we will be watching this for some slow organization into early next week. It is still moving towards the west and will likely begin to shift towards the west-northwest as we go through the next few days. But right now across the Trinidad and Tobago, mostly fair settled weather across Tobago. Some hot, hazy weather is expected on Saturday, just a low chance of a shower, and that will likely be favoring areas like Buku out towards Canaan as you go through the afternoon. Similar conditions are expected tonight, fair and warm, especially across in the port of Spain. And it is that heat as you build through the day that will likely trigger a thunder shower that could turn heavy as well for Diego Martin out towards Port of Spain and San Fernando and the Caracas. So don't be surprised if there is a thunderstorm around or a heavier shower, and there could be some street or flash flooding in that downpour. But overall, most of the country should be under fair hot weather. The heat will likely get up to 33 at Piarco, 34 likely in Pinal and Caroni, and 32 in Crown Point. Now, for those bathing, the sea still remains smooth at 1 meter through the Caribbean. Along the Atlantic shores, 1 to 1.5 meters is expected on Saturday, and you've got your high tide at 10:30 a.m. Now, this area of low pressure that we will be watching over the next few days will likely get closer, maybe hovering around 52 west by the time it gets to Monday. But obviously it will be activated by some warm waters here, but as it gets closer to the island chain, we'll be watching this quite closely. But in terms of our weather for Saturday, Sunday and Monday, just occasional showers. We did talk about that stray west coast downpour that will likely be around on a Sunday, but for Monday and into Tuesday, it seems like mostly settled weather. We'll be watching that area of low pressure quite closely. For the Bahamas, they've seen an inch of rainfall. It's been quite wet here. All of that wet weather goes up to the Bahamas. This area of low pressure begins to move up over some warm waters. A depression could form out of this, and some of this activity could also be spreading into Cuba, so some heavy showers likely for Havana, occasional showers for the rest of the Greater Antilles, and the Lesser Antilles continues to be bathed by lots of Saharan dust, hazy for the most part across the windwards as well, and even down towards Georgetown, just that brief shower. So that's your weather, and that's it for me.